And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building.
Okay,
just
Rico,
a few moments ago when the Vikings
Rico.
were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, I'll be checking them. I'll be checking some of that out, man. Playing volleyball, I'll be checking it out. Yeah.
Now the first carry for the former Jaguar. This is Chris Ivory, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's big. That's big.
Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holmes. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Off the play fake, Cousins. Now he'll let it go deep right side. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
I think he's full. Or he might have one team left.
First down. This is Ivory.
And Duke.
Stopped at about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards.
I can see an invite. I'm a commissioner over there.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage
I'm not for sure,
Paul. On spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's full now. If somebody must have tucked the. I think he had the. I think he might have had the Lions.
They'll keep it on the ground to McCoy this time. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having
I send him an invite.
set the edge.
I'll send him an invite when I'm finished this game. I'm a commissioner over there. I send him.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On first down, Allen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Charles Clay is tight in the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Play action, Allen. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Eric Kendricks. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Yeah. Why? I know, man. I know.
No, check. Patriot. Gun. All right, here we go. 3-19.
On third and long, it's Allen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
59 yards.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
And now out comes Minnesota. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time.
Yeah, he should hold on to it.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Carlson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Last time out they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen to throw. Gonna throw again. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete.
He's going to hold on to the ball.
Made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. His throw incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Like I did before.
Cousins now. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go now.
The drive begins with a run by Ivory. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to. But I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On 2nd down, Ivory, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Detroit! Detroit!
Allen off the play fake. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sheldon Richardson. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. Very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Caught on the right side by Treadwell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before. You get a good head of steam going.
Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down.
Nah, he's on the 40.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, it was too far for a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play. The exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going
all that shit he's doing earlier when you shut it, I didn't shut it down. Got that lucky pass play on.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LeSean McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Detroit! Detroit! Going on the 6! Going on the 6! Going on!
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter able to run run him down for a loss of a yard.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Bills on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Allen maybe with a free play. Throw left side complete. It's Holmes. Looks one, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Good work that time to get them to jump, and now here's 1st and 10.
Leopard! Leopard!
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Leopard! Leopard! Hey! Four down.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped
That's
field
crazy,
position
man.
there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, who is this guy? He's special. And he said, dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field.
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. Play action now. Cousins. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. So we've reached, and we will skip the highlights show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a play fake here on first down. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. A perfectly executed crossing route. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And that is incomplete here. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Murphy. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now look at 56. Detroit.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Curley's got it, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Bills on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, Jay.
This is the last one, okay?
Who you have?
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And caught by Curley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Cousins on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Wide. Wide. Ready? Black. Wide.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey, Steamer. Rhino. Wide.
Throwing, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, Steamer.
Cousins again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Wow.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Wow. That's all I got is a wow on those comments.
Again, it's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Hellcats League, Eagles.
What is it?
Not Hellcat, Braxley. Eagles.
They'll throw again. Cousins.
Nobody off the Cardinals, I'm sorry.
Complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
No offense, man. I got them over in another league I'm in, and they fucking suck.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
I mean,
they'll run it now out of the gun.
I'm 7-1 over in that other league with them, but they still suck.
The drive will continue. Of course, last year, you think about Dalvin Cook's injury in Week 4 with a torn ACL, just hoping that he can stay healthy in 2018.
I'm sitting here with a fucking, the oldest cornerback is 23 years old. You think I need Patrick Peterson?
He took over the starting running back job as a rookie and was off to a terrific start. In fact, if you ask people in the Minnesota Vikings organization, they were giddy at the fact that they were able to
Where am I going to put him? I got 4 80 overall corners.
To be big time in this season.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess
you can't do that in
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second down, Cook.
Man, you know I
back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Oh, okay. You don't change positions anyway, so it doesn't matter.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Play fake. Cousins. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Yeah, here come the Bills. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Allen gonna throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just 1 big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're 1 big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
No.
Now Allen.
And for the extras, no.
It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tenth carry now for McCoy. And his second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Wait a minute. I can answer that. I can answer that when Damata Pecco plays fullback. Sometimes on goal line situations. Absolutely. The Bengals use a guy now. The Bengals actually use their rookie left end, Sam Hubbard, at the back of the goal line.
As we begin quarter number 4.
I don't care either way.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Well, the video game ain't gonna. The video game's not gonna allow you to do it anyway.
They're going over the middle here to Curley, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
You know who else plays fullback? Eric Hardnett. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I was mistaken. That was wide receiver.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense.
Are you not going with? Are you not getting what I'm putting down here, bro?
As we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
You better put your whole damn team on the bench after they just got done playing me. John Ross just put 384 yards up on Eric.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's gonna go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bills drive.
He never played wide. He never played wide receiver.
Will take over right at midfield.
Eric Hardnett plays wide receiver and tight end.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Huh? He's talking about Terrell Pryor. I know who he's talking about. No.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run. And
you can put him out at wide receiver if you want, but I'm going to fucking hit stick that some bitch so damn hard it's going to knock him back to college.
That clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
God damn it. Eric, what offense did I have against you guys? Oh, that's the one I heard.
Hey, flipper!
What I thought.
Yellow, reach in there, yellow.
2nd down, Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Vikings 1st down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
Rhino! Hey, Steamer! Switch!
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
I'll be back, guys.
Black! Gun! Black! Two!
From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the in route, is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
We're going. Let's go. Through. Wide.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 13. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Leopard! No. Check. Patriot!
Allen to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Handoff comes to Cook, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Again, it's Cook. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Cousins. And no, it's incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play here for Buffalo. 45 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Here's Allen to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holmes. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Allen now on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Everson Griffin in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Allen looks to throw on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Watching that, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
Allen to throw. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Leopard! Leopard!
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
Detroit! Detroit!
One final try here for Allen. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Anderson Aho. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And Harry baited him right into the interception. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
All right, now here we go.
They run again on first down. Cook. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Let's go.
Again, this is Cook. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where the